Do you want to see how I go from this to this? Then keep watching. Hello everyone, it's me Serena. Thank you so much for stopping by today. My channel is all about fashion, beauty, and health for women who are middle-aged and beyond. Today I have a get ready with me video. I get requests for these all the time. So today I'm doing just kind of a simple everyday summertime makeup look, and with items that for the most part are found at drugstores or your Walmarts and Targets of the world. So affordable makeup, maybe with the exception of a couple of things. Today's video is sponsored by Sleep & Glow. You guys know that I love my Omnia pillow from Sleep & Glow. I sleep on it every night, and when I'm traveling, if space permits, I take it with me because I love it that much. Well, this month is their birthday, and they are offering a special discount of 15% July 8th through 21st on everything site-wide. So that is the pillows, the pillow covers, a silk hair turban that you'll see me in just a moment, everything. Sleeping on normal pillows with cotton pillowcases can result in creases in your face, and I know that you've all experienced that when you wake up. Just from the smushing of our faces, you can wake up with those deep creases and wrinkles along your nasolabial fold, in your cheeks, your eyes, and your forehead. And sometimes it takes a long time for those to fade away. And did you know that not only do they create those sheet wrinkles that you have in the morning, over time they can create permanent wrinkles? Well, our friends at Sleep & Glow have figured out how to mitigate that, and that is with their patented Omnia pillow. The Omnia pillow is orthopedically designed specifically for side sleepers like me. So if you sleep on your side and are sick of waking up to the sheet wrinkles, then this pillow is for you. What makes the Omnia different is that it has these scooped out sides. So when you're laying on your side at night, your face is floating in air and isn't even touching the pillow. How amazing is that? I used to have a terrible time waking up with puffy eyes when I slept on a regular pillow, not to mention the sheet wrinkles. Since I've begun using the Omnia pillow a little over a year ago, I don't wake up with puffy eyes anymore, nor do I wake up with any sheet wrinkles. And it isn't just me who has seen these kind of results with the Omnia pillow. They did a clinical study with a group for 3 months, and in that 3 months time, 87% of the participants saw a decrease in the creases and wrinkling on their faces. And the Sleep & Glow Omnia pillow's orthopedic design makes it more comfortable for us side sleepers because the bolsters on the sides help cradle our neck and keeps our body in anatomically correct alignment when we're sleeping. The Sleep & Glow Omnia pillow comes with its soft tinsel cover, but you can also get it in a mulberry silk cover. They use only the finest mulberry silk that has the longest thread lengths and thread count, providing a superior silk product. The mulberry silk pillowcases are incredibly soft and smooth to the touch. And did you know that sleeping on silk is good for your hair, and it helps regulate your heat so it feels cooler all night long than a regular cotton pillowcase? I just love this one that I picked up recently. It's navy with this fun kind of nighttime pattern on it with the moons and different things. And if you want to save 15%, act now before this offer is up. You're gonna receive 15% off your Omnia pillow and the silk pillowcase. Don't know if you're aware, but sleeping in silk hair turbans or hair bonnets has become incredibly popular right now. And there's a good reason, because it protects our hair while we sleep. And if you have long hair, you can put it on curlers at night and put it up in a turban and protect your curls. Or if you're someone with curly hair and you're trying to cut down on frizz, plopping your hair up into one of these silk turbans is perfect for that. My hair is dry and it tends to get damaged really easily. So I am babying my hair these days, and this silk turban is perfect for sleep, and it goes right along with my silk pillowcase on my Omnia pillow. Again, these silk sleeping turbans are made of the finest mulberry silk, and it won't absorb any night creams or anything that you have on your face. So take advantage of this special birthday deal and save 15% with your purchase from Sleep & Glow this month, July 8th through the 21st. Now let's get into the video. Well, we've gone back in time and here I am a few minutes ago, and you've already seen the after. I'm going to show you how I got there. And this is just an everyday summertime makeup look. It isn't, an evening look. It isn't, anything fancy. This is just something I would do on just about any day to get ready and get out the door. And first, I'm going to start with my primer. I've already done my skincare. I will link it below, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to show all that. But I am starting with some primer. This is the e.l.f. Stay Cool Primer Stick. And what intrigued me about this was it's not a liquid. So I bought this before one of my trips this summer, so I wouldn't have to worry about another liquid on the plane. And this is just a stick, and you kind of stick it on wherever you need it. And it does feel cool, which is nice and refreshing in the middle of summer. So now I just rub that around to get it spread evenly on my face. And now we're ready for foundation. Today I'm using my L'Oreal True Match. It's the Tinted Hyaluronic Acid Serum Foundation. I have found this to be the most skin-like foundation I have ever used. It doesn't settle into lines, wrinkles, acne scars, big pores, whatever you got. It really just floats over that and you can't see it at all. And I'm wearing this in the shade 3-4. And I will start by just pumping out a couple of pumps on the back of my hand. And I prefer to use a beauty blender. You can use a brush or whatever you like, but I just take a little dab and then I start kind of spreading it around on my face. And then I go in with my beauty blender and blend it out. And I just keep repeating that process. And yes, I've got a tissue in my hair so that the clip doesn't leave a crease in my hair. So here is the finished look of my foundation. As you see, it hasn't covered, every splotch and imperfection, but that was just, 2 little pumps and I use it on my whole face. This is buildable coverage. It blends really nicely. So if you need to cover more, you can put a little more on or just use some concealer if you have some dark spots that need more help. But for every day, this is good enough for me. If I wanted a more full coverage foundation, like maybe on days when I'm filming a video that's not a get ready with me, I would use this. It's the Estee Lauder Futurist Foundation. And this is like a serum also. It's very thin and kind of runny like the L'Oreal that I'm using today. And it somehow magically conceals everything without being a thick, heavy makeup. And it has an SPF 45, so that is a plus too. But I just like to mix it up and change up my makeup, and for a casual day, I stick with the L'Oreal serum. I forgot to mention that before I started my makeup, I put on some City Lips lip gloss in the clear color. And the reason I do that is because this lip gloss is so emollient and so rich and makes your lips feel so good. It really locks in moisture. So I kind of use it as part of my prep for makeup. I do my skincare on my face and then I put just a little layer of this on my lips and it kind of soaks in, and by the time I'm done with my makeup and my hair and everything, I can just go in and put my lipstick on top of that, and it gives it a nice subtle sheen, and it keeps the lipstick from creasing in my lips so bad because I have kind of dry lips. So that's just a little tip. Next, it's time for concealer, and right now the concealer that I'm really loving is a drugstore brand, and it is from Physicians Formula, and it's the Butter Glow concealer. I cannot find the name of the shade on this little tube anywhere. It was probably on the packaging, but I'm guessing it was something like light to medium or something like that. But what I like about this is it really does not settle into those fine lines and creases and doesn't, make you look more crepey under your eyes, because I can't stand that. And I have a lot of lines and crepiness in my under eye area, and this does not emphasize that. A little goes a long way too. I just start by putting some underneath my eye, and I carry it all the way out to the edge, and then I blend it out with a sponge. I turned off this light for a second just so you can kind of see what it looks like. And I have some decent natural light. I have a window above me that lets in light, so you can see a little age spot there, or the remnants of one that I had zapped, but it's still there. So that is what it looks like without any lighting to get rid of the shadows. Okay, I'm back in the light. And I also wanted to mention, some of you are gonna ask, why didn't I take this down my neck? Well, if you have to take your foundation all the way down your neck, you're wearing the wrong shade. If your face is darker or lighter than your neck, then you are wearing the wrong shade. You should not have to blend your makeup all the way down your neck. And I just refuse to do that because it gets on my clothes. I will come down, as you saw, and I blend just, below my chin under here so that there's no line. But your foundation should match your neck and your chest. Now, I'm a lot darker on my chest and neck than my face. And so even with this foundation, I have to add some more color to my face to make it all blend in, which you'll see in a second. I do like to set my foundation with just a little bit of powder. Sometimes I'll use a setting spray instead, but I've found that when I do that, I get kind of greasy looking later in the day, more so than if I use some powder. And I use it very sparingly. And the powder that I've found that is the best about not settling into our lines and wrinkles, it's a drugstore brand. I mean, you can spend a lot of money if you want to, but I've tried the Laura Mercier that everybody loves. I found it to be drying on my skin. It's the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Buff Beige. So I just take an angled powder brush, tap it in there, and then tap off the excess. And then I go T-zone, then I come back and do a little bit more. I go across my eyes, cheeks, and that's it. Okay, now it's time to bring in some color, and I like to do that with my bronzer. And with my blue eyes and everything, I have a cooler tone to my skin. It's hard to find bronzers sometimes that go with cool skin because they're also warm and can come off orangey or too warm, and it just doesn't look good on us. So I have found a great cool toned bronzer, and it's by the brand Tarte, and it's called Park Avenue Princess. And this little case is so fun. It is bound, it looks like a leather book or something, and then when you open it up, the blush actually smells like leather upholstery, like in a car or on a sofa or something. And I just pretty liberally take my brush across there, then tap it off, and I start up here along my forehead, and then I come down and do my cheeks, and then I'll finish up with my chin and nose, and then just kind of do a little bit all over to warm up my complexion and match it better to my neck and chest. And there you go. Now it's time for blush, and for blush, right now I'm loving this one. It's a drugstore brand. It's the Milani Baked Blush, and it is in the color Dolce Pink. And I try to keep the blush like up on the tops of my cheekbones, because you don't want to pull it too far forward or down, because that's going to make your face it's going to pull it down. You want to be lifting up and lift the eye up. And the great thing about this blush is it has just the faintest shimmer to it. And no, it's not going to look like glitter or anything like that. It's just a very, very subtle shimmer. And it really acts as like a blush and a highlighter in one if you use it along your cheekbones. And it's not too much. And for the money, you just really can't beat these little Milani blushes. Okay, next it's time for eyes. And I'm not going to do anything to my eyebrows today other than brush the powder out of them. And I know I get a lot of questions about what I use on my eyebrows, and the answer is most of the time nothing. I have a lot of eyebrows. I get them waxed or threaded pretty regularly, and sometimes I get them tinted, but I don't know, getting them tinted, they're always like really, really super dark for the first week or so, and it looks unnatural. So I'm gonna look into maybe tinting them myself with a more blonde looking color rather than the dark colors that I get when I get them tinted at the salon. But today I'm just gonna brush the powder out of them, and then we're gonna put on some eyeshadow. And yes, I do have some little, what looks like bare spots, but they're not really bare, it's gray. And if I was being super picky, then yeah, I would go in with a little pencil or something and fill those in. But today, I'm not going to. I'm in a mood for mauve today, and so I have pulled out this palette. This is another drugstore find. I get these at Walmart. It's from the brand Profusion. And these palettes, there's 10 colors, and they're right around $5, so just an amazing value. And they have good color payoff, and they don't fall out all over the place, which is one of my pet peeves. You know, I don't care how expensive or how good the eyeshadow is. If it's gonna fall out all over my face, I'll throw it in the trash. So I'm gonna start just this one. You can tell it's my favorite. And I'm gonna start with this just all over my lid, and then I'll go in with a little bit darker color to create a crease. And no, I don't use an eyelid primer, but if you notice, when I was putting on my foundation and my under eye concealer, I took my sponge, and with both, I blended the foundation and concealer up all the way over my eyes and onto my eyelids. And that is enough of a primer for me. Now, back when I was young, I had really oily eyelids, and I had to use a primer of some sort, or my eyeshadow would be creased by, lunchtime. But I don't have that oily skin anymore, so I don't have that issue on my eyelids. Just some, foundation or concealer and powder is enough to set mine up for the eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with this little kind of dome shaped brush. This is from Real Techniques, and I love their brushes. My beauty sponge is also by Real Techniques, and I will link all this stuff. Their items are such good quality for the price that, I guess I'm not a big makeup enthusiast because I'm not that picky about my brushes, but I love all my Real Techniques brushes. So today I'm gonna go in with, I think this color right here on the bottom center in my crease, just a little bit, not a lot. And then after I kind of do my crease, I bring it down in the corner like that. And yeah, I have hooded eyes. You know, my crease totally disappears. So I do my crease makeup a little bit above my actual crease. And there it is. For mascara today, I'm going to use my everyday favorite. This is the Smoky Eye Mascara from Bobbi Brown. And I love it because it doesn't clump, it doesn't smudge, and it leaves your eyelashes feeling soft, you know, not hard and crunchy. Now, I do love my Definicils from Lancome also, but the Definicils, I feel like they don't do a lot to make my lashes look thicker. They will add some length, but the Smoky Eye Mascara adds both. And first I'm going to go in with a little bit of eyelash primer. This is from Maybelline. It's their Sky High eyelash primer. And I like this one because, unlike a lot of the primers, it's tinted. So a lot of them are white and you really have to go in and make sure you cover all that white. This is already tinted to your lashes, so I think it makes it easier. So there's one eye done, one eye without. And like I said in a previous video, I usually just skip mascara on the bottom because with the process of blinking while the mascara is wet, a little bit gets transferred to my bottom lashes, and that's enough for me. And then that just reduces the chance that I'm gonna get smudges under my eye from my mascara as the day goes on. Okay, mascara is done, and now it's time for lips. Like I said, I am in a mauve mood today, so I am going with my favorite lip liners. It's the Color Sensation lip liners from Maybelline. They do the best at staying on me and not bleeding off my lips. And this is in the color Magnetic Mauve. And now I'm going to go in with my lipstick, and it is also by Maybelline. It is their cream formula, which is what I prefer for my lips. You know, they have like a frosty kind of looking line, which I'm not a fan of. And then they also have a lot of different matte lipsticks, but matte lipstick looks terrible on me, and I don't like the way it feels either. So my favorite type of lipstick from anybody is a cream formulation, and this is in number 373 Mauve for me. Well, there you have it. That is a quick and easy everyday kind of makeup look using a lot of drugstore items. So this is not going to be an expensive makeup look. Aside from the Bobbi Brown mascara and the Tarte bronzer, I think pretty much everything was drugstore. So very affordable look. Thank you all for watching today. Don't forget, use my code Serena15, and Sleep and Glow has everything for 15% off this month on their website. And I love my satin pillowcase for that pillow, and I'm really enjoying my turban. So thank you all for joining. I appreciate you. Until I see you in my next video, have a stylish day. Bye.